It was wild. Hi, Megan.
Hey, I just wanted to come up before it gets too crazy in your life. I want to tell you, I literally spent 45 minutes one day with. She fully admitted that she misused funds. She fully admitted that they have all the resources and that Faith is refusing to utilize said resources. She's fully aware that she is asking for funds for one thing and then using them for something completely different. She's refusing to go to the day programs that her parents have signed her up for. She's refusing to look into adult housing long term, $350 a day, 60,000 a month. It is a very frou-frou place. It's very well known. It's for one percenters. It's a really great. However, they are not medically equipped for handicaps. So I asked her multiple times because she was inferencing that they accepted her into this program. She just had to raise 60 grand. And now she's literally saying to your face, oh, I don't know where that 60 grand's coming from. I don't know why you think that I was asking people for 19, 20, because she had a video up of this particular facility that is a behavioral facility. But the thing is that you're falsifying the reality. She cannot go there. It's not handicap accessible.
And so when I was in her box, hey, all for one, welcome in.
Different ideas, different options. And look, I called it out in my live. She's straight scamming. And I called it. I'm calling it because whatever money that people have given to her that she stated that she would repay back, she has not. She is in debt up to her eyeballs, overseas loans, um, and she warrantly, I feel for her parents, I really do, is only enabling. They're not helping her. They're the ones that are actually trying to receive the clout, is what they're trying to do. And I watched it on a undercover page, and I watched it, and I watched as they all started coming up. What should have been Faith. That's it.
That's true because we got that Eric individual in there, and he started cussing, and I'm not gonna get into all that, you know, uh, cussing at people, and we're gonna keep it respectful. And the started saying you don't have to report income if you get SSDI, if you get SSI, and I googled it right away, and it says yes. If you're receiving Social Security disability insurance benefits, you must report any wages you earn to the Social Security Administration, which means another form of is when you're getting money sent to your CAs, your PayPal's, and all that. You have to report that. So I went a step further because then they changed their tune because according to everybody that was in the boxes, they were saying you don't have to report income to SSDI, and that TikTok gifts do not count. Yes, they do count.
I did the research and I have it in my box. You do have to turn around and report both box. You do have to turn around and report both to turn around and report both SS to turn around and report both SSI and SI and S.
Good. I don't know the why behind it. I don't know if they're getting paid on the back end or if they just think this is like cool to lead this woman down the wrong path. Week summer break, or at least a week of respite. Well, Faith went to this camp. Faith spent it. So now they don't even get respite time without her being at the house.
And that's why I even took it a step further, and I was like, well, let me see if you have to report, Social Security Administration. So whether she's on SSDI, on SSI, which they couldn't figure it out, the people that support her and were in the boxes, um, then all of a sudden the tune changed, and I was all like, you know what, you can't, and I got kicked out of a box.
Well, the other thing is too is the pressure that she's putting on her parents.
we had, we had Pinky come get in a box earlier, all for one, and what she broke down for everybody, I was like, I left my jaw on the floor. These overseas loans that Faith is taking out, that is wild behavior.
Well, seeing and what I saw and what I found out is that with the Island Boys, 3 grand right off the bat.
She said $3. Do you believe that?
No, I don't. I don't. I don't. That's full of horse crap. And they became very defensive when you started stating about pulling up receipts and everything else. So defensive wise, you know what she's doing is the wrong thing. But the stress that she's putting on her parents is
70,000 or a month ago 50,000. She's up to we pulled it up. It was 80 something thousand followers already in a matter. So she's buying a bunch of followers. She's spending all this money, gifting people.
Said that they had literally, and this is talking like the past 2 weeks, because she only got on my radar again after I had that one day where I talked to her for 45 minutes, and everybody was respectful, but she already knows everything. Her parents are aware. It's Faith not complying. It gives her parents no bit of break, and it gives her no bit of break. So nobody gets a mental break or a physical break because she's in the house 24/7 and she requires more care. So you can't cry wolf that you have no place to go, and yet you refuse to go. And you can't give the resources that you've been given and that you have.
It's wild because and I kept asking her the question was that when I played the video when Bearded Wonder was calling her out, and also a gentleman they said on the back end off of TikTok from people that would send her money. So her not, if somebody was to call me out and say, hey, you received at a minimum $15,000, it. Never denied it.
I was afforded to get into Bearded Wonder's box respectfully. Very nice guy. And there was a young lady that came up into a box, and I think it was right prior to me getting into a box, and she stated that Faith had called her to, harm herself. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh, that was Pinky. Pinky was over here in a box. That might be who you're talking about, all for one.
Yeah. And I'm like, this is just, I can't fathom the amount of money. But on the other end, the amount of money that people have given her, who she may have stated back to them that she'll pay him back, which we all know that's never going to happen.
No.
That alone really just scammed them out of 3 grand.
And one of the things that I also questioned her about was the Meet Me app. A lot of people were mentioning it, and I said, well, from all the information I gathered was that she made 90,000 in 1 year off of Meet Me, and she goes that was over 5 years, and I said, well, because they're supposed to be sending me receipts on that to my email, and I said, okay, so if I get a receipt where it shows that you made 90,000 in 1 year off of Meet Me.
That's not the only app that she's on. Allegedly,
that's what I've been told. I haven't observed it, but that's what I've been told, that she's on multiple. Correct. My biggest issue with the whole thing is that she is coming from the special needs community and she's claiming that she's special needs. But when you're putting out these false information about like things not either working through and listening other people's hopes or reality of what's out there, like just don't lie about it. If you don't want to do something, just say you don't want to go to your day program. Say that you don't want to go to your summer camp. Say that you're just wasting away the money. But other people are looking for resources. Other people are looking for solutions. So when they hear people saying that they can't get access to XYZ, it's a facility that I know for a fact was not wheelchair accessible. And she left it up for an extra week after I asked her to take it down in her live. Like, I went nicely. I'm like, please take this video down because you're asking for $60,000 for a facility you cannot go to. And she's like, okay. And she pretended to take it down, unfortunately, and said, hey, listen, I already asked you to take this down. Like, please take this down. So that's where the most recent of the $2,350 and the $60K for 1 month was, that's where that's from. But she did take down the video, but it took about a week.
So she right away jumped off saying, what does it matter? I'm all like, wait a minute. You just said it was over a 5-year time frame. I said, but now all of a sudden she was changing her tune. She was really changing her tune on, well, basically she's not. She can't, the amount of money she's collecting, there's no way she's going to pay that money back.
Right. She's going to, that's why I said she's in debt up to her eyeballs. There's no way she's going to be able to pay any kind of taxes whatsoever at all. And yeah, live it up. I'm starting to wonder the same thing if the mods are not getting a cut or
That's what I
some,
think.
because that's a lot of money just for one woman.
But
It
even
is.
Mr. Sorry, homie.
No, go ahead.
He do want her to, based on what I interacted with them, they were very much, we just need her in the right place at the right time. Like, they were heartbroken to know that she's spent all this money on nothing.
It was wild. This lady started getting racist with me. She got in a box and she goes, "You don't have no legal authority to be here." I was all like, "What?" I was all like, "So now you're calling me an illegal amigo?" So this lady right here, she started getting racist with me that I didn't have no legal authority to be here. I was like, "Oh, okay, all right. You're calling me an illegal amigo? Is that what you're saying?" Yeah, this lady right here started getting all racist with me, and I was all like, "What?" All because I was calling her out. I was all like, so now we have to revert to racism now because they see my username is the Mexican homie. This lady right here, and I'm gonna call her out. Um, uh, and I always call out racist individuals. This lady right here, she started being racist and talking about if I have any legal authority to be here. Well, I tell you what. I have every legal authority to be wherever I want to be.
Hey,
That's just it.
what she don't know, she'll find out real quick, fast, in a hurry.
Yeah, it started getting wild, and then that was right before they kicked me out of a box because I was calling her out. I was like, "Oh, you're being racist, huh? All right, I see you." And she thought that I didn't catch her profile. I was all like, "Yeah, you want to be racist? I'm going to call you out for being a racist individual. That's what happens, and that's what I do."
Well, hey, I'm going to say a final thought and then I'm going to drop for you. Um, Faith, she really, to me, from what I've seen, she's addicted to TikTok. For first off, second of all, she's spending money that she doesn't have, and third off, she just needs to, oh, I don't know, seek help would be the best possible way. She has two loving parents that care about her, and she's ruined that relationship, in my opinion. So, all right, homie, I'm going to drop, sir. You have yourself a safe week.
Thank you all for one. You have a blessed day.
You too. Megan, you as well.
Thank you. Yeah, and I'll jump down to homie. I just, when I saw you in Faith's box, I just get it together. But I appreciate you for bringing me awareness on this, and thanks for having me tonight.
You're welcome, Miss Megan. You have a blessed day.
You too. Good night.
Good night. Somebody in her box is dropping the R word. I'm telling you. You in a while, Snap. Welcome in. Uh, they dropped me out of the box. They dropped me out of the box. It was wild behavior over there, and that's fine. I mean, they could be racist as they want. If they want to be racist towards me, okay. You're welcome, Miss Megan. It's the fact that in asking for 15,000 in a 6-week time frame is a lot of money, and spending that amount of money. Oh, I also called her out on her gifter level badge. I called her out on her gifter level badge. Imagine she's only 18 badges away from being a level 50. That is wild. To be a level 32 gifter, you're only 18 away from being one of the highest gifters on TikTok. And she had no shame in telling me what her gifting badge was, her level. To be a level 32, that's wild. That means she has gifted thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Yeah, level 32 is up there. Her buddy Eric, said that in order to get a level 32, you only have to donate about $10,000 in gifts. I was all like, what? Yeah, her buddy Eric's all like, yeah, to get a level 32, you only have to have donated about $10,000. That's a lie. You know, that's a lie. I was all like, come on. Yeah, only. This is wild behavior. Yeah, like if 10 grand is nothing. And they enable that behavior. No, it's not chump change. It's not like, a lot of people wish that, sorry, my dog is going bananas. Give me 1 second, everybody. I gotta let this dog come in. Okay, everybody, sorry. I had to let my dog in. She don't know if she wants to be inside or outside. Now, this is wild. And she said that when I confronted her about all the money that she's received through payment apps, she said that every time she tried to move, that's where the money went. So what I gathered from that was she was trying to, well, what I think her excuse was, and I was trying to understand it. So what I think she was trying to say was that every time she was trying to move, that they would take her money and she wouldn't move. That's what I kind of took away from that. I was all like, no way. I know that this is not going to be the excuse she's going to run with. Because if you're going to move somewhere, you put the deposit down and you pay your first month's, last month's rent, whatever the case might be. Somebody offered her $7 grand to get off social media. She won't do it. And that's why I question that $90,000 a year over on Meet Me. When I confronted her about that, and I told her that they're gonna provide me a receipt, over on Meet Me, which is some type of an app. Then she reverted to, what does that matter? It matters to a lot of people, whether anybody agrees with me or not. It matters to a lot of people, because if she made $90,000 in 1 year over on Meet Me, what does she do with all that money? Because obviously she hasn't moved anywhere. She still lives with her parents. And then all this money she's collecting and through her payment apps from people that she likes to. They're getting paid twice. I'm telling you. Eric said he doesn't pay taxes because there are legal ways around it. I seen that Kyle did mention that earlier on the live stream. You knew Faith for 4 years, Fallen Angel. A lot of people have known her for many years, and they said that she scams a lot of people out of money. She's so used to it. Okay, Miss Rachel. So I was questioning a lot of things because, I knew that there was going to be so many excuses, and that's why I said.
Bluetooth device hold on. Ready to pair.
Oh, things are getting out of control. Yeah, they said things. They said things are getting wild over there. So the reason I was asking the questions that I did is because of this video that I played for everybody. Yeah, Yoshi's still supporting her. But isn't that funny? Isn't it funny that when we were having the live stream earlier, I told the moderators, come get in a box, and I told the enablers, come get in a box and I'll keep it respectful. I kept it respectful when I was in her boxes. Now, it was kind of crazy how they wouldn't come get in a box and address the community over here, but they sure wanted to get in all of Faith's boxes and act like these tough individuals. Yeah, Fallen Angel, you already know Yoshi was going to be back over there. Oh, Tim and Angela, oh my goodness. And the reason I asked the questions that I did is because of this video that I played right here.
Dad, can you please just explain to them? There's nothing.
So I think I went with the right questions because I based a lot of my questions on information that I received and also off of this video. And she never denied what I was asking. None of them know what they're talking about. Yeah, they're going crazy over there. So let me run this buzz in. I let them just go out, go after me, and then they kick me out. Then they kicked me out of the box because I started calling that one lady out for being a racist. Yeah, the question was, why does it matter? And who are you? And let me tell you, 7 against 1, and I took it. I took it all in, and I was all like, hey, say what you want about me, whatever. I just took it in. Yeah, Miss Laura, they're going to find out. So, this is the video that I played earlier. I'm going to play it again. Let's do this.
Can you please? No.
Listen, he's telling it, y'all.
No,
He didn't know about it.
No, listen.
Daddy didn't know about it.
Of course he did. He knew.
He knew. Wait a second. Okay, well, let me ask you this, Faith. Will your father have a conversation with me so I can send him?
So a lot of the questions that I asked, once again, is because the simple fact that I based a lot of questions on information received and listening to this video. I know, Pinky, that they're over there just dropping our words and all kinds. There is no respect in that live stream. None at all. None at all. So for the ones that missed it, are they Snap? Yeah, they said that they're on begging right now. I'm glad we brought awareness about them earlier. Oh, Faith's live ended. Me and Faith in the boxes. And next thing you know, all the people that wouldn't come and get in a box over here, they ended up over there in her boxes. So let me play for the video for the ones that missed it earlier.
How many thousands of dollars you asked for in 6 weeks? Because I had enough
money.
Oh, if her moderator had a lot to say over there. See, Sassy had a lot to say over there. Oh, I know who this is.
What's up, man?
Hey, Eric, what's going on?
I don't know. You just said that you no, they wouldn't come over here, so I figured I would come over here and I'll be in the box.
Okay, so let's have a civilized conversation, me and you, man to man. So, why do you think it's okay to enable Faith to continue doing what she's doing?
What is she doing exactly?
Scamming people by telling people that she needs money to move, and then she's never moved. I know that you kept saying she can't move on her own, but that's not what we've heard on several videos.
She could live by herself without care. Probably not, correct? Well, not probably not. She can't. Okay.
She could go. Did you watch that video that's on her profile where she was on the news?
No, I did not.
Oh,
yeah, you can pull it up if you'd like.
Okay. Let me pull it up and let's listen to her interview over that she had with the news, and then we'll see what you have to say. Let me grab this video for you. Let me just grab this video real quick. It's not here. Okay, here we go.
And for people with disabilities just like her.
My whole life, all I've wanted is to be independent.
Independence. It's something most of us don't really have to think about. But for others, it's more challenging to do things on their own.
I would give anything to not have to worry about falling on my face while taking a shower or going to the restroom or doing daily activities.
Oh, hold on. Eric, were you over there dropping the R word on Faith's live stream?
Yeah, I said that second time now.
So you think that's appropriate to be saying that to people?
Probably not, but that's just how I talk.
Okay. Let me do this real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, somebody blocked that account. You don't sit there and drop the R word. That's very disrespectful. And I kicked you out of a box just like that. You're not welcome on this platform. You know, I was trying to keep a civilized conversation with you, but you're dropping the R word. You're not welcome on this platform. Goodbye. Here, I'll take care of your account real quick. Get out of here, man. You're not welcome on this platform. Goodbye. Chucking my deuces up. We're moving on to something better, better. There you go. That song's for you, there, Eric. You don't go around dropping the R word thinking that you're cute. You're disrespectful, and people in the comments are calling it for what it is. I'm chucking my deuces up to you. Now let's continue with this news interview that Faith did.
Faith Langhorne's parents have been caring for her all of her life, but now they're thinking about the future.
We're getting old to the point where it's not that easy anymore, you know, and we have taken care of Faith now for 28 years, pretty much 28 years, and we're trying to find somewhere where, just like we say, when we go, what is she going to do?
They've moved from California to Texas, searching for a place to give their daughter the life she deserves, but haven't had any luck.
I have a book of the places I have called. They want $7,000-8,000 a month, and then they don't want anybody with a wheelchair. They want autism, Down syndrome, people that are walking.
But now their prayers have been answered. Friends for Life revealed housing plans for seniors and for people with disabilities. The housing project will have 2 complexes with more than 200 affordable apartments.
Everything is going to be designed to accommodate them and help them be able to be as independent as they can be.
And after telling Faith about it,
I thought it was a joke.
She was in disbelief. She tells me there are 2 things that could make this place a dream come true. The first, it being a place designed.
So let me say this to the question about Eric that he was asking was, she can't move out and be by herself because there's no places out there, you know, that could assist her or whatever the case might be. That's a lie. There are a lot of places that are like assisted living facilities that she could move to. So, you know, all that in itself, you know, he didn't know what he was talking about. And that's just, you know what I'm saying? So he didn't know, you know, he sounded like a real youngster. Now, why collect all this money? Yeah, Miss Natasha, you're right. You know, there are plenty of healthcare facilities where, you know, she can move to. Now, if she collected $15,000, right? At a minimum, she didn't deny it. She never denied it. So if she collected $15,000, the true amount, because she'll never put it out there. I asked her, how many payment apps do you have? And she said only 2. Well, I think that there's more than 2 payment apps because she doesn't want to give us the truth on that. I think that, you know, she's 32. Yeah. You know, she tried to throw it out there nonchalantly. Yeah, I'm a level 32. Well, that's a lot of money. Yeah, you know, we were talking about her GoFundMes, what she made on Meet Me. Who knows how much she's collected on the background. Yeah, the GoFundMe.
But
Because she needed help to move. That's why she asked between 15 and 20,000. There was never a denial, and she won't deny any of these amounts in this entire video. She didn't even deny it when
I did not move because every time I say I want to move, you tell me if I am not comfortable with where you are going, with what you are doing, and I don't want you to leave, and if I don't feel it's safe, you're not going anywhere.
But if you had money to move, we would
Dad,
No, Faith, be quiet and let your dad talk. Please respect your father.
Yeah. So
I want to hear what he has to say.
You said if you wanted to go to San Antonio, whatever it is, you have to arrange it.
of course,
Yeah.
but I've had the money in the 8 years past. Yes, I did.
W dad in the chat. W dad in the chat.
Insurance didn't do anything.
I couldn't.
W dad in the chat.
Gonna let me go.
The apartment wasn't ready.
The apartment was ready. You don't want me to change insurances.
That is freaking.
No, not my guardian.
Faith. Hey, I just want to say to your mother and father, I literally bow down to y'all for the things that y'all are having to deal with everything that we have learned that has been happening. And my goal is to get you the help that you need without you stealing money from
Get
people.
me help them end this live and call me. You
Well, I mean, I don't have to end the live. I can mute myself, but I don't have any way to contact you.
will get away.
Your father just told the truth. He's not lying.
I know he's not lying, but also you're not taking into consideration my feelings and what I live with every day. He has told me plenty.
At that point right there in the video, because Bearded Wonder mentioned the 20K, the 20,000, she said, no, you said 15. She never denied anything about the 15,000 minimum that she collected. So she goes, no, you said 15,000. She never denied it. Let's continue.
I'm going to interrupt and say
In between
something based
15
off
and
of what
20,
she
it keeps
just said
going
now.
up.
Not even talking about money. You keep saying because of what you have to deal with. When you give respect, you earn that respect back. And they are your elders, they are your parents, and you do not respect them one bit anytime you are on live.
Faith, you
So
need
I
to
don't
read
expect
this
them to
also.
respect you.
You need to read this also because it does say misappropriate use of funds. So you need to misappropriation of funds. Like, read this because when you take out a loan, but listen, when you take
Taking
out a
money from
loan,
someone under false pretenses and not using it for the stated purpose can be considered stealing or misappropriation, depending on the specific circumstances and legal definition. It involves obtaining money under false pretenses, which is a form of fraud, which is exactly what you have done because you have sat on live and you have
And
told
people
people,
can
I need money to move, and then you have not moved.
and I want to add to that, all these people that give you money for certain things, Faith, and then you did not, Dina, I got to remove you.
Yeah.
And then you did not do what you said, they could legally take you to small claims court and sue you.
I feel like everybody brushed over the part when she said the people that gave him money, that's their problem.
And he, like I said, this gentleman, Travis, they say his name is Travis, he made a very valid point. Let's hear what the gentleman Travis had to say.
To small claims court and sue you.
I feel like everybody brushed over the part when she said the people that gave him money, that's their problem.
So basically, he made a very valid point that basically what Faith was telling people was so essentially what Faith was telling people is basically if you gave me money, you're stupid for giving it to me, because I can do whatever I want with it. Bearded wants me. I'm not going to end the live stream. I'm not going to end the live stream over here. If Bearded wants to, Bearded can request a box. So here's the thing. I had a co-host. I'm not that much, Now, okay, he's live doing the same thing. Okay, Bearded Wonder. Okay, so he and I don't know how to co-host everybody. I just don't know how to do it. So the thing about everything that's going on, and like I said, this gentleman, okay, Marianne, a lot of people came and told me. Now, here's the thing, the valid point that Mr. Travis made, and request them. Apologies. So here's the thing. You know, it's a slap in the face for the people that donated money and, you know, that support her and follow her. It's wild because basically when somebody basically says, hey, if you donated money to me so I can move and I didn't move and I used the money for whatever I wanted, it's your, you know, you're stupid for donating that to me. You see what I'm saying? Did you, Pinky? You helped the lady file on her for $4,000 on CA, and it's going to take a lot of people that donated. It's gonna take a lot of people to actually file reports, and you know that way she gagging. So I always have to have somebody in the box. So, and I don't know how to co-host everybody. There's a lot of people that know how to co-host. I don't even know how to do that. So let's continue with the video, and let's continue with this.
So it's their fault that they gave her money.
You're muted. Faith, you're muted. Oh, she's on the phone.
Tell every single person in this room that I have not stolen anything if they have given me a gift on TikTok for the purposes of moving, simply for the fact that if you don't agree with where I'm going, or if you don't agree with helping me get out of bed.
I thought mom and dad was the same person, Faith.
No.
Did you hear what she just said? And I'll run it back for everybody. Remember how I was just explaining to everybody how she's basically saying, if you donated a gift, if you donated money, and I use
TikTok for the purposes of moving, simply for the fact that if you don't agree with where I'm going, or if you don't agree with helping me get out of bed.
I thought mom and dad was the same person, Faith.
No.
That's what you just told us. You said mom and
Mom
dad's
and
the same
dad are the
person.
same person, but my mom is going to tell you that.
Okay, but I'm going to tell you, your mother, ask your mother if I can send her the Cash App transactions where you've messaged people for in between $15,000 and $20,000 in the last 6 weeks.
Matter. No one.
It does matter.
No, it doesn't.
It does matter. That is stealing.
No, it's not.
That is stealing. Yes, it
No,
is.
it's not.
It is theft.
It's not theft, you.
if Bearded Wonder, like I said, I don't know how to co-host everybody. I know a lot of people are saying for me to co-host with him. I don't know how to co-host everybody. I know how to do live streams and stuff like that. So I don't know how to co-host everybody. That's just, I'm being honest with everybody. So we'll continue with the live stream and just continue with our live stream. They said, that's why I said he can't find me.
Asking, we appreciate you guys wanting everyone to collab on this, but homie's staying here. We're all staying here. If he would like to come over here and grab a box, he's more than welcome to. Or if they want to talk after their lives and do a live together, that's on them. But we are staying right where we are at. We're on a roll. We're learning stuff. It's absolutely incredible. So if he wants to come over here, he's more than welcome to, 100%. But no means no, period.
Thank you, KK. And I'm never disrespectful to anybody. Like I said, I don't know how to co-host. Who is this wet? Let me tell you something. You come over here being disrespectful, you get blocked immediately. Don't you ever. I hate when people are disrespectful to ladies. If there's one thing that really, really bothers me, is when somebody is disrespectful to ladies. Don't disrespect KK, our moderator, for that one individual that was in the comments saying shut your BASS up. You just got yourself blocked. Gee, people. I will not I blocked them. I blocked that account that was trying to be tough. Don't come over here disrespecting any ladies. And like I said, no disrespect to Bearded Wonder. I'm letting everybody know where this video came from. I give credit to Bearded Wonder. There was a gentleman in the boxes that they say his name was Travis, and there was a young lady also on that live stream. I forgot her name. I seen her in here earlier. But credit goes to them. Credit goes to them. But no disrespect to Bearded Wonder. Like I said, I don't know how to co-host. All I know is hit the live stream, and we do that. Yeah, I give credit always where credit is due, everybody. Let's continue.
Are crazy.
No,
No.
yes, it is. Faith, you can go to jail for this.
No, I can't.
I'm trying to.
Did you hear her? No, Pinky was not in this live stream that I'm playing, Kool-Aid Mustache. It was another young lady. And she was here earlier, and I seen her come in a bit ago. So, the Bearded Wonder's telling her, you can go to jail for this. And she goes, no, I can't. No, I won't. No, I can't. What do you mean? I'm all like, what do you mean? They're trying to fair warn Faith. Bearded Wonder is trying to fair warn Faith. Hey, you could get locked up for this. And she's like, no, I can't. Take the advice, Miss Faith. Take the advice.
Yes, it is. Faith, you can go to jail for this.
No, I can't.
I'm trying to help save your ass, okay? And tell you, hey, look, if you apologize to these people, you might be okay.
Wait a minute. What is happening?
No. What's happening is they think.
So her mom is about to come into in the background. You're about to hear her mom, because a lot of people are going to say, well, who's that one talking now? It's going to be her mom. Her mom's about to come in the background on Faith's side of the live stream. And let's listen into what Mama has to say.
You apologize to these people, you might be okay.
Wait a minute. What is happening?
No. What's happening is they think I've stolen money.
No, there ain't no think, Faith.
Stolen money from everyone that is on the live. If they've sent me gifts for moving.
No, Faith, it's not gifts on TikTok that we are talking about. No, it's not. I'm not talking nothing about the gifts. I'm talking about the thousands of dollars that you have asked for people to send you on Cash App or PayPal in the past 6 weeks. Thousands.
Okay.
Thousands.
Can I say something?
Yeah, I'm listening.
I don't know where this money is going because
this money is
no, Faith, be quiet, please. I want to hear what your mom has to say.
Let me speak. You're asking us for money all the time.
Okay.
Let me speak.
So even her mom saying, hey, you're always asking us for money. Her mom's telling her, hey, you always ask us for money too. So what are you doing with where's all this money going? You know, the money that she collects through payment apps and everything else, where is this money going? Because if she's getting money from her parents, and then all this money she collects off of TikTok through payment apps and everything else, you know, that's a lot of money being spent besides DoorDash and Netflix and her phone and stuff like that. Is you don't pay thousands of dollars on a phone bill and Netflix and who knows how much in DoorDash. Yeah, she gifts everybody. She gifts a lot of people on TikTok. That's one of the other issues. Let's continue.
The money's going.
Can I tell you?
Don't yell.
Can I tell you?
I'm trying to find out
Where
you're in debt.
Yeah.
You have been in debt.
Yeah.
So
I understand.
whatever.
Her mom even tells her, look, you're in debt. You've been in debt. You owe a lot of money. So where's all this money going? Mom is calling it out for what it is. Hey, you're in debt. You've been in debt. Where's all this money going? Let's continue.
I'm trying to find out
where it sent me. I have every intent to use for moving out. Just let me know.
So she said the money that they sent her, she has every intention of moving out. Wasn't her buddy Eric, the one that came and got in a box? Didn't he come and get in a box and say that she can't move out on her own? She's in her 20s, Moto Mayhem. He can't. Was the money there or is it not there? Yeah, and I'll run it back for everybody.
It's nowhere. Mom, when it was there,
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I heard loud and clear when it was there. So the money's gone. The money's gone. Let's just call it for what it is. You know, she gifts a lot of people on TikTok. She likes to buy follows. You know, I'll gift you big if you give me Destiny. Yeah, I think I answered you earlier. Yeah, she's buying friends, basically.
I have asked you several times. It was never there. Yes, it was. Okay. Mom, I've had it. No. I've had the money in the past. You've never had any money more than 24 hours.
Somebody please record this.
Please stop.
He's telling.
Autism Kyle, so you went and filed a police report on her? Yeah. I'm glad to hear that you filed a report on her, Autism Kyle, because it is crazy. Oh, you used to date. How much money, Autism Kyle, how much money did she get out of you? If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, Tony, it's a cold world that we live in. 2:30? Okay. 2:30 is 2:30. Oh, okay, has faith in his boxes. Okay, thank you for letting me know. You are a beautiful account. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. All right, let's continue with the video.
The truth, Faith.
No, she's not. You're not telling me.
You never had any money.
I have.
No, because
Every time I ask you to move.
listen to me.
Listen, every single dime you have ever gotten from this site,
It's
you
gone.
have given away.
No, that is time I ask you to move.
Listen to me.
Listen, every single dime you have ever gotten from this site,
It's
you
gone.
have given away.
You heard mom and dad? You heard mom and dad right there call her out. Every single dime. All the money that she's made on, through TikTok gifts or stuff of that nature, whatever. They're trying to figure out where all the money that she's collecting in the... All the money you've ever made on TikTok, it's gone. You gifted it, you gifted it on TikTok. She has given all the money she's made through TikTok gifts, and she's gifted up. Let's continue.
No, that is not true.
That is true.
Because after when I tell you that I want to move,
Hey,
you're not listening.
You don't have
Can you
any
listen?
money.
Can you listen?
You are
Can you
taking
listen?
like
Can
a
you
leaf.
listen?
Faith, all right, Faith, can I talk? Faith, if I end my live right now, send me a message with your Snapchat, and I want to call and have a conversation with your father, if he will have that, because I need him to understand it from our point of view. So
No, no one needs to understand it.
And holding her accountable because I want clout. That's the same response I got from Faith was when I went and got in her boxes, that I'm only calling her out because I need the clout. What clout do I need from somebody? People need to start speaking up. Yeah, a lot of people say, okay, Corey Joe, yeah, they said that she's over there. But I got the same response, that I'm doing it for clout. What? We're calling them out on their nonsense. I don't want clout from a scammer. I don't want that. No, thank you. Whatever clout Faith is talking about, I don't want it. No, thank you. I'm all right. Let me try to pull up Bearded Wonders live stream. Let's see if I can. Let me see. Is this his account? Okay, here he is.
You can't. That's exactly right. So people that's not in chairs that can physically get up and we can walk and we can go do what we want to do. In your situation, we want to see you still be able to enjoy the things in life that we enjoy, and we want you to enjoy them too. So we know that if one thing so all these people in the back of their minds, they're going, hey, we're doing the right thing. We are helping this said person follow through with their dreams. All right. Well, when them dreams fell through, okay, and I'm using a situation that happened for me in perspective to this. Before I left the app, we had taken up a donation of almost $1,000, okay, for a guy that said that his brother had committed. All right. Well, come to find out, it was all a big lie. I'd been gone for 4 months. People assumed that I was involved with the scammer because I still had the money and I disappeared from the app. All right. Right. Yeah. Let me get this out and then I'm going to be quiet. So when I found out this had happened, me being the person I was, I went straight to my Cash App, which was the only way I received anything. And I went refund. Then I got locked out. I sent everybody messages. I said, hey, I maxed out on refunds today. I said 24 hours, I'll send it to you. As soon as it unlocked, refund. I could have kept the money. Okay. I could have kept it, and I could have done something for me and my daughter, or for me and my father, or I could have bought feed for my horses or whatever it may be. But I didn't. I sent it back because I knew that if I didn't do what I was supposed to do with it, what you're going through right now, I would have had to have went through.
I understand that, but this is over. If people just said in the beginning, hey, Faith, if something happens and plans change, please just send it back to me. This wouldn't be a conversation. This would not. None of this would be happening. None of it.
Okay. All right. So none of my business, none of anybody else's business, but why did you take the loans out then?
Why?
Yes.
The loans recently?
Huh?
The loans recently? Just now?
Hang on. I just want to say, hang on. I got to find it. I wasn't expecting to pull anything, but if we want numbers, hang on. I'm right here. Nope, that's not. Yeah. Cash advance. So these are all your like cash advances that you've got, and there's a bunch of them, but that's not what I'm talking about. The loan for. Oh God, how much? It don't have a total amount on it, but your monthly balance is $392.02, and there's a payoff on it, so it had to have been like one from last year or something.
No,
I'm just curious.
Recent.
Huh?
That's recent. That's the debt I'm dealing with now.
Okay. All right. So if you don't mind to just explain, like I said, we're just having a conversation. What was that loan for? Because the other day, whenever your mother come in while I was gone, like I said, I listened to the recording and I heard her say something about, Faith, you've got a loan to try to pay off, all this and that or whatever it was about. And you said, Mom, it's gone. So there's a lot of money, Faith. There's just so much money. In 6 weeks, there's so much money that we're just trying to, everybody wants to know, hey, like why are you still in this position, in this shape that you're in when you've had the money to do so?
First of all, I completely understand I've had the money to move back, but I haven't had the money to sustain. Because really, realistically, an assisted living, that's 25 to 3,500 a month.
Yes, ma'am.
Plus kit. So that money that you speak of is going to sustain me for maybe 8-9 months, maybe 10,
Okay.
maybe a year.
All right. So you are 100% solely depending on other people to take care of you, then, right?
For assisted living?
No. Financially.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so that's what I'm getting at. So 100%, if you move, what you're saying is you still need people on social media to pay for you to be able to lead. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let me ask you this, Faith. You want to move, all right? Let's just throw a number out there and say that in the past 6 months, you've made a total of $25,000, whether it have been TikTok direct donations, your SSI, SSDI, whatever it is. Okay, you've got a total of $25,000. All right, in 6 months, which is very doable on this app.
Yeah.
$25,000 would be plenty enough to get out and sustain your life for, like you said, 5 or 6 months, 7 months maybe. All right. But then you're going to have to turn around and you're going to have to come to this app and you're going to have to beg without begging. No, listen to me. You're going to have to beg without begging. Okay. So you've done begged and got people to send you the money to move. All right. And you've got moved and you've lived on your own for 6 months. But now that money's run out, and for the last 6 months, you've just been partying it up and not been worried about, hey, how am I going to pay my bills now? All right. So then you're going to go back to TikTok, and it's not that you're purposely going to make people feel bad. Okay. I don't believe for a minute that there is an ounce of you that would try to physically or emotionally or mentally harm someone in any way, shape, size, or form. But I believe that 100% that your brain is saying, oh shit, I've waited. Now I'm going to have to go try and see if I can get people to help me pay my bills, or I'm going to have to move back in at my mom's house and my dad's house.
I live with my parents.
I'm sorry, but we agree to disagree on certain things. She manipulates people. Like I said, I'm not here to sugarcoat it. She knows how to manipulate people. How do you think she's gotten so much money on the back end from people through TikTok? She knows how to manipulate people. I'm not here to sugarcoat it, because at the end of the day, that's just that's my opinion. That's how I see her taking all of this in. It's crazy. It's crazy work. His at is Bearded Wonder 1. That's the name of the live stream. He wanted to co-host with me, but I don't know how to co-host, but that's why we were listening in. I can't sugarcoat it. I'm sorry, but I've never been one to sugarcoat things for people. Yeah, I muted it. I muted it. I muted the live stream because Faith is seeing it as if she's not doing anything wrong. That's why I just muted it, and I was like, you know what? The way Faith sees this is she's not doing nothing wrong. It doesn't matter how much money she's taking from people. She thinks that it's okay that, the money's gone. And so from what I'm gathering, this is what I'm gathering from just listening to this. And tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong by what I just heard. Yeah, autism, Kyle. I hope so too. So from what Faith was saying, so is she saying she has the money? That's what I understood. Now, like I said, we could agree to disagree. But did anybody else, by listening to what Faith has to say, is she saying she has the money to move? I want to make sure I'm not hearing things. I just want to make sure. Well, by listening to what Faith was just saying, that's kind of what I gathered from this. No money. Everybody's saying no money. Well, I think the money's gone myself. But I'm just saying. I was listening to what she was saying, and I know the money's gone, everybody, because her parents even said that she's in debt. Her parents called her out on it. Blazing Bia, it's One Bearded Wonder 1. Everybody's like, there's no money. That's what I say. I say that there's no money. It's gone. That's just my opinion. Like I said, we could agree to disagree, but that's just what I think. I think the money's gone. So the reason I did another live stream was because they let me in Faith let me in a box, and then they kicked me out of the box. It was like a 7-on-1. Let's get the Mexican homie. The Mexican homie's calling her out. One individual got racist with me over there. And that's why I started this live stream, because we brought awareness on her earlier, and then we had to come back and hold another live stream because they wanted to go after me, and I could take it. I could take it all. You know, I went in there respectful, and next thing I know, I was all like, oh, 7-on-1. And it's not like I left. Sorry. It's not like I just dropped out of the box and said, you know what? Yeah, we were listening to his live stream. And they just kicked me out of the box. I kept it respectful when I was over there, and I was just like, okay, that's fine. You know, even after the one individual started becoming racist and saying what she was saying, and I was like, okay, that's fine. You know, I can take it. I can take the heat. I'll always take the heat. Now, we listened to a little bit of the live stream that's going on right now. If it's lagging, Jody, go out and come back in. But I'm going to be wrapping this up anyways, because I just wanted to address this and what Faith was telling me when I was in her box and stuff of that nature. It's not lagging. Okay, thank you, Josh. I call it for what it is. I don't sugarcoat things. Who was being racist? Somebody, because, you know, TikTok is very sensitive. It was somebody by the name of, here, I'll see if I could grab the account real quick. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I can't even say the name. TikTok is very, very sensitive right now. Hold on. There you go. Here for the BS. Here, I can show it. This individual right here. Right there. She got in the box and said, if I have any legal authority to be here. I was like, excuse me, ma'am. I don't know, a Destiny baby. I don't even plan them out anymore. It's random. I was like, excuse me, ma'am. What do you mean, do I have any legal authority to be here? Are you asking for my green card? At that point, I felt like she was asking for my green card, or if I was a U.S. citizen, or if I was here illegally, you know. She just wanted to be a racist individual. And I was like, okay, whatever. You know, I was all like, hey, you know, if that's how she feels, you know, they start pulling the, you know, asking if I'm here legally in the United States. Oh, excuse me. They see the name, the Mexican homie, and right away they're like, hey. Yeah, I know, KK. It's like if I went to her live stream right now and said, hey, could I see your documentation for you to be here? It would be the same thing if I went and did that to her. But I don't do that. I'm sorry. I don't run around being a racist individual. It's something I will never do. Yeah, Josh, we get this all the time. But before I got kicked out of Faith's boxes, this individual wanted to start being a racist, and I was like, okay, well, if that's what she wants to do, or that's who she wants to be, so be it. Yeah, Megan, the verbiage was odd and didn't make any sense, and I was like, hey, for all they know, I'm an illegal amigo, and I kick it with my illegal primos. Hey, I'm Mexican, and I'm proud of it. That's just that. I'm Mexican, and I'm proud of being a Mexicano. I will never be ashamed of it. I tell people all the time, soy Mexicano, and I'm proud. And if people don't like it when I'm calling somebody out and they want to be racist, oh well. That's just that. I'm proud of being a Mexicano. I'm not. There's no shame. I will never be ashamed of being Mexican. And yeah, there you go, twin one. And I don't see skin color. I don't look at skin color. I don't look at ethnicities. I don't look at people's religion. I don't look at none of that. Yeah, they were here for this BS. They said, click on her live. Oh, she's battling or what's going on over there? Hold on. Yeah, she's battling. Somebody said click on her live. She's got 31 people in there. Yeah, that's the racist individual right there. Asking me if I have any legal authority to be here. She's over there battling. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Do you have any legal authority to be here? And everybody, I'm joking. I'm joking. That's what she told me. So I was just like, hey. But she's over there battling. Let her enjoy her little battle. Oh, my goodness. I don't know what she's saying. She's eating and battling. So we'll leave her be. But that's the racist individual right there. I'm all like, yeah. Be as racist as you want, Miss Ma'am. So, just to kind of talk about what happened over in Faith's boxes. Now, the next time we go live, we are going to address this situation again. Osborne is coming up because I got to call her out, her and Devin, on the Stolen Valor situation. I got some new ones that I got to call out, some more new people. I'm getting receipts sent to me to my email. There's a lot being sent to me right now, and it's going to be wild. Yeah, Scamberly, I've seen a lot of videos on Timothy Nash. He's the one. So if you don't know who Timothy Nash is he's a scammer on TikTok. He said he was an amputee, and then magically he grew his leg back. Yeah, a miracle has happened with Timothy Nash. When somebody grows a leg back out of nowhere, that's a miracle all in itself. So, we'll be talking about Timothy Nash as well. It's crazy, but miracles happen every day, I guess. There's a big list of scammers. Sorry, this dog is going bananas over here. She wants to come. Okay. I gotta let the dog in. She in and out. That's all. So, Bougie Panda brings awareness on Show Me Showman, or was. That's an episode of La Rosa de Guadalupe. Oh my goodness. They're saying his tent went up in a cloud of smoke with $1,000 in it. Yeah. Yeah, and there was $1,000 in there. Hey, little man. Bougie isn't Susie. Scam using Bougie. Oh, then there's a whole nother thing going on that I haven't watched. And I could only do, welcome in, little man. I can only do so many people a day when I do live stream. But there's some crazy things going on TikTok. And, here, let me play it. Let's see if anybody's heard about this.
Under fire. This comes after a shocking video that surfaces showing dogs being mistreated at Classy Critter in Mooresville. WCNC Charlotte's Janisha Woodard speaking with pet parents who say they're in shock and demanding answers.
Well, the video was posted by a former employee and quickly went viral. Now many are questioning what happens when they hand over the leash and walk away. Classy Critter Pet Resort and Spa. They're known for their clean cuts and hospitality.
Some of the staff members are just such great people.
But now a disturbing video has cracked that image wide open, showing what has happened behind closed doors when no one's watching.
I was in complete shock because we've been going there for 3 years.
A client who wishes to remain anonymous says the video is disturbing and hard to watch. It shows the dog restrained on a grooming table, jerked, punched, and visibly terrified.
And I don't even know, after seeing this video, how long this person worked there. I kind of feel like that if so.
And I'm not going to play the video of what was caught on. I'm not going to play the video of what the person that worked there was doing. I won't play the video because, it's a very touchy subject. So I'm not going to play that video. I'm only playing the news clip.
Something happened once, there's a possibility of happening again.
The owner of the facility has addressed the situation on social media via emails and to all incoming callers.
Hi, if you're calling about the video that is going around social media, the behavior is totally unacceptable and it was addressed immediately, and the employee no longer works here. She was also reported to animal control and the sheriff's office.
So one thing I'm going to say about the owner of that business, this happened on several occasions, and the owner of this business was notified previous to when the owner put out the statement and said, hey, she's been let go, she's been fired, yada, yada, yada. They already had told the owner of previous occasions when it happened, and the owner did nothing about it. The owner kept that person that was doing this employed there, and she didn't hold the employee accountable, and she continued to let that person work there. So the owner has to take accountability because she didn't do anything about it when people told her before. And then now, I guess the owner is running around telling people, hey, take these videos down. If not, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you for everything you have and stuff of that nature. What? Why is the owner telling people that she's going to sue them and she's not taking accountability for not doing anything in the first place? If the owner of this establishment reached out to me on a message through however she wanted to contact me because we're going to talk about it, and she said, Mexican homie, and I'm just giving you an example. If this lady ever reached out to me, the owner of the egg, and I'll be like, I would just do that. Exactly what I would do because, I've had people tell me that before and I just laughed Because how are you going to come and tell people, hey, quit talking about it, quit doing this, quit doing that, when the owner of that establishment didn't do anything after they notified her I don't know how many times.
So Heather said something, and I don't know if she means this specific. So are you saying this specific resort has cameras that you can check at any time? Or just like certain resorts? Because I was curious as to how they got these videos. And it just makes me think like, oh, a resort by you? Yeah. I'm curious to, how did these people get these videos that are circulating around? And the fact that those people knew that they were being recorded, still did that. It makes me wonder what they did in view of where they knew the cameras weren't. That's what I instantly start thinking about. An employee took the video. Okay, gotcha. I mean, I think that there should be videos. There should be dating. It was a new employee. Okay. I was just curious because I seen that comment and I was like, oh my gosh, they knew they were being recorded and they did it anyways. But once again, if this is happening, no telling what else happened with other animals that they didn't catch. And good on that employee.
Pup and then a black colored pup in the videos. She did it comments on the videos and I don't know if it's true or not. Some of the comments were saying that the person that took the video might have got fired as well. And I was like, wait a minute. I hope that's not true, that the person that they were calling them
because of this video, hopefully they do, move forward with some sort of lawsuit, because that would definitely be a wrongful term. Gotcha. I've seen the videos. I just didn't know all the background information about it.
And that's why I just wanted to kind of give a quick rundown of, that news piece, because it's coming up and who you're bringing awareness about. So that's just kind of giving people an idea of some of the things we're going to be talking about. And then, so I'm going to give, there could always be an account in the box for all the lagging and stuff. Thank you, KK. It is greatly appreciated. And for everybody else, I hope you have a